Generational curses. Some believe that they are real and that they can have a profound impact on the lives of individuals and families. Others believe that generational curses are a myth or superstition. While the negative consequences for patterns and behaviors are real and can be impacted by all, they can stop with you. What is good, world? This is Rod Manuel with the Double Edge Factor, and peace and blessings unto you. The concept of generational curses is considered unbiblical. The Bible does not teach that curses are passed on from future generations to the next, but rather consequences can in fact be passed on. In this sense, the Bible says that children are punished from the sins of their fathers to the third and fourth generation. That comes from Exodus 20:5. There is no scientific evidence to support the existence of generational curses, but there is some anecdotal evidence that suggests that negative patterns or behaviors can be passed down from one generation to the next. For example, studies have shown that children of alcoholics are more likely to become alcoholics themselves. This suggests that there may be some kind of genetic or environmental factor that contributes to the development of alcoholism. However, it is important to remember that correlation does not equal causation. Just because two things are correlated does not mean that one causes the other. Now, it is possible that children of alcoholics are more likely to become alcoholics because they are exposed to more alcohol and learn unhealthy coping mechanisms from their parents. With that being said, let's jump into the signs of generational consequences and how to deal with them. But before we get started, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Are you ready? Let's get it. As most of you know, I am a big proponent for self-care, which is what? Taking an active role in maintaining one's well-being and happiness. That involves engaging in activities such as going to the doctor, eating healthily, exercising, getting enough sleep, and of course, spending time with loved ones. Self-care is important for everyone, but it can be especially helpful for those who are struggling with generational consequences. When you engage in self-care, you are taking the steps to protect your mental, your emotional, and your physical health. You are also sending a message to yourself that you are worthy of love and attention. This can be a powerful way to break the cycle of generational consequences and create a new, healthier future for yourself. Generational consequences can manifest in a variety of ways, including poverty, addiction, violence, divorce, hereditary illness, depression, the victim mentality, child abuse, low self-esteem, mental illness, and relationship problems. While they are not always easy to identify, here are some signs to look for. One major sign is having a history of negative patterns or behaviors in your family. Other examples could be cursing, lack of empathy, distrust, dishonesty, criticism, bullying, arguing, passive aggressiveness, pessimism, and so on and so on. Other examples would be feeling like you're stuck in a rut or can't seem to break free, having low self-esteem or a sense of hopelessness, experiencing repeat setbacks or even misfortunes, or even having difficulty trusting or bonding with others. Now, how do we deal with those generational consequences? Let me start out by saying there is not a one-size-fits-all answer to that question, as the best way to break generational consequences will vary depending on the individual and specific consequences. However, there are some general steps that you can take. Number 1, identify the negative consequences. The first step to breaking a generational consequence is to identify it. This may involve talking with family members, doing research on your family history, or even seeking professional help. Also, self-care can help you become more aware of the negative patterns or behaviors that you may be carrying from your family history. Taking care of your mental and physical, as well as emotional health, will give you the strength and resilience you need to overcome the consequences. Once you are aware of the patterns, you can start to work on how to break them. Number 2, change your beliefs. If you believe that you are plagued by negative consequences, then you are more than likely to manifest the negative patterns associated with those consequences. Changing your beliefs, your mindset, and your mentality about yourself and your future can help you break the cycle. Changing your beliefs can involve changing your environment, who you hang out with, and what you put into your mind. If you continue to maintain negative influence in all aspects of your life, the outcome is going to be no different. Remember, a negative mindset is detrimental to a positive life. Number 3, forgiving those who have wronged you. If the consequences are a result of sin or trauma, it is important to forgive those that have wronged you. This may not be easy, but it's essential for breaking away from those consequences. The thing to remember here is that if trauma can be passed down through generations, so can healing. And the healing starts with forgiveness. Number 4, seek professional help. If you are struggling to break generational consequences on your own, you may need to seek professional help. A therapist or counselor can help you identify the curse, work through the trauma associated with it, and develop healthy coping mechanisms. Some of those resources are the American Psychological Association, the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, and the National Domestic Violence Hotline. And number 5, prayer and petition. A lot of us know we have existing generational consequences. However, we don't always know how to pray in a way to break them. The answer is right before us, and it's simply through employing effectual, fervent, and intentional prayers. We should be asking that we be delivered from all of the consequences of the evil covenants that our ancestors made. Break loose from addictions, failures, stagnation, setbacks, chronic illnesses, marital failures, and strongholds, and declare that they have no holds over us or our families from this day forward. So let's recap. Number 1, identify the negative consequences. Number 2, change your beliefs. Number 3, forgive those that have wronged you. Number 4, seek professional help. And number 5, last but not least, which is prayer and petition. Breaking a generational consequence takes time and effort. And if you weren't raised in a healthy family, make sure that a healthy family comes from you. I'd also like to think that it's safe to say there is no quick fix. But if you are willing to put in the work, you can break the cycle and create a new, healthier future for yourself and your family. That is it for today. I certainly hope that this was beneficial. Your comments, feedback are always welcome. So be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Until next time, this is Rod Manuel with the Double Edge Factor, and I'll leave you with this. Be intentional with your words, be intentional with your thoughts, and be intentional with your actions. And always find a way to be a blessing to someone else today.